like app.owlbear rodeo or.
Fool, just drop the link.
Well, I wanted to say something because like
Oh,
see like Palpius just logged in, or did you go off like the old link?
I just it popped up on my like you know history
Yeah, just try
on
logging
my
into like an
browser.
owlbear. Because my the thing is I'm trying to find out every time I do like an invite link, I think it assigns you as like a brand new user every time, where you guys should be able to just log in.
You just gotta use. I think the link may not, or the code is unique, but you log in as the same person as long
Okay.
as you're logged in.
Yeah, I'm still logged in, so once I find the old link.
Okay. And then Jinx, you gotta drop your token in Palpius too.
okay. But did I join?
It says you're in here.
Yeah, you're in
okay.
there.
Okay, cool. Drop
Looks,
the link, the token.
So I just drop it in.
Yep.
I think I did. I don't know. My screen is black, so
Yeah, -2. Palpius.
yeah, I just haven't been able to update the circle around the updated image I have.
Oh, on your token?
Yep.
Sorry, I think I was muted the whole time. Palpius, are you able to see the map and Jinx?
Yeah, I can see it now.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure.
Uh, did we have a long rest since the last
Yes,
session?
yes, you would have long rested.
Okay.
Not Jinx or anybody else, just Palpius.
Um,
What's up? There she comes meowing again.
my cat's watching you guys. It's like, who's that? Staring at Ronnie right now.
I'm making one.
So does the music cut out when someone else is talking, or is it still playing over top?
I don't know, play the music louder.
Can
No,
you hear it?
I can hear the music. Yeah,
Okay. Does it cut out when like I'm talking?
not when you're talking,
No.
but I think it does when I talk.
Hello? 1, 2, mic check. Dut, dut, pet, step.
Yeah,
It cuts out. Okay.
yeah, a little bit. What was that thing you posted?
It's for so it essentially like links us all to YouTube
Hmm,
and syncs our timing so that we're all listening to everything at the same time.
got it. Hey, so Edgar, on your Dolly or whatever, how many like tokens and stuff? How many pictures are you able to generate?
Quite a few on quite a few images a day, but it always takes a few to like just to get it just right.
Yeah,
So
that's what I
it
was
depends.
curious about.
And they cap you, so they don't cap you for the day, they cap you for the hour. So just to like limit any like automatic generation that may be happening.
Yeah,
So like if it feels like you're doing too much, it'll stop you and say you can continue at this time, and then it refreshes.
yeah. I think I'm gonna get it just so that I can start making some of the like creature tokens and stuff, you know?
Yeah, and you can like create your own GPT from it. So if you get it, let me know, and I can try and figure out a way to make a GPT so that it automatically creates that token image.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be great.
All right, if you guys want to try out the sync tube, I shared the link here on Zoom, and go to it, and then you can mute your incoming audio from Zoom to hear the same thing.
What do you mean by mute my audio to Zoom?
Because there's like if you see the like I can't see it because I'm sharing, but under like screen view settings, you can mute incoming audio.
Oh, I see.
No, of course it closed.
Wait, where do I do that?
Is it not an option?
No, where did you say to go?
Yeah, I don't see it.
It should be like in the share settings somewhere. I remember like I was able to do it with when Julio was sharing. There's like an option where you can turn off incoming audio.
Oh, it says mute Tybalt's computer sound
Yes, that one.
and keep talking.
You can still hear me, right?
Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, I just want to make
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. And if we all hop on it, I can just turn off the audio sharing. Well, although if I do that, then the stream won't have any audio.
Yeah. Okay, no, I can hear the sound over here on this side on the room thing.
Hey, Ronnie,
Okay.
where was it?
So up, okay, where the green, like you were viewing Tybalt's screen,
Huh?
where next to that says view options, and then
Oh,
yeah, yeah. I was looking down on the main menu, but it's on the like shared screen.
yeah, got it. Mute Tybalt's computer sound.
Yeah.
Then I'll click on the link. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Sorry, guys, I missed. Well, what's going on?
Up on the top of your screen where it says you are viewing Tybalt's screen, click on where it says view options, and then it'll say mute Tybalt's computer sounds or whatever, computer audio.
And then
What
click
is
the
that?
link in the chat, and that's the sound we're all listening to.
I'm gonna try and like start it from the beginning and see if it syncs to everyone.
Cool.
They had it not giving me the option. Is it different because I'm on the phone?
Maybe.
Still have the option.
Yeah, it should be in the very top next to the green thing that says you are viewing Tybalt's screen.
Not popping up.
All right. I mean, it's the same audio, so you can just leave it up.
All right.
Did the sync change for you guys?
I still have the adventure begins.
Is it at 1:35?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Something boat way. Really? Yeah.
Do they have like a? Let's get a more appropriate one. Like we're cave fucking dive in something. I don't know.
Yeah, I got that one coming up next, but this is the audio I use for the recap.
Got it. Okay, cool.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and play that.
Is Julio back?
Here, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry. I like minimize my zoom a lot, so I'm like not paying attention to it.
All right. Oh, let me play it from the beginning. From the beginning.
Are we doing the recap?
Yeah, you don't hear it?
No, I think because I have your sound muted.
Yeah, I don't have it either.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't hear it.
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
like waiting, and I was like,
Here, I can replay it again.
yeah, please.
That'll be tricky. I'll have to
Should we
upload
unmute your...
Yeah, unmute him,
yeah.
Okay,
and then we'll mute him after.
okay.
You gotta mute the the tab, the sync
I'll
tube
pause
tab.
the other one. Yeah. Okay, ready.
Okay. One more time from the top. All right, let me resync the audio too. Down to, there you go.
Do you guys hear it?
No.
Oh, okay. That was just like,
Hear nothing at all.
Unmute Tybalt's audio, computer audio.
It's not coming through?
No.
What the heck?
What the heck?
What about now?
No.
Mm-mm.
I'm sharing my
shy
audio.
today.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
have you unmuted.
Same.
All right. Let me then open the file with Audacity and see if that
I
helps
think
out.
that's how you did it last
Audacity.
time.
I was using media player right now. Choose an app on my PC. No. Okay. Yeah. The Audacity. Okay. I'm gonna open.
Ooh.
In the vast realm
Can you hear
of
that?
legends
Yes.
intertwined with
Yeah.
reality,
What the heck? I don't know why. So Windows Media Player does not work with the audio sync. Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. Cool.
You know what you could do too, Edgar, is if you ever want to download the audio track for the music, you can put that
Yeah.
in with Audacity and then put them onto one file.
That's what I was doing originally. But last week I didn't have time to do all that. And then same for this week. So yes, that's what I'll do.
in the vast realm where legends intertwine with reality, the Nine Nines' journey continued, their fates as intertwined as the stars in the night sky. Jinx, separated from the group, embarked on a quest close to her heart. With the aid of a trustworthy wizard, a cunning rogue, and a fearless barbarian, she sought to restore and relocate her beloved orphanage to the safety of Leylon. Their path was fraught with challenges, yet their determination shone as brightly as the morning sun. Elsewhere, the Nine faced an enigma that whispered of ancient powers and hidden truths. Galeo, an enigmatic figure, became the center of suspicion, believed to possess the elusive Ruin Stone. Tybalt, with a blend of concern and curiosity, confronted Galeo. Despite Galeo's evasive demeanor, he hinted at the stone's immense power. Tybalt, sensing a storm brewing, advised Griselda to prepare for potential upheaval, entrusting her to relay crucial information to Private Jessup. Amidst the roaring waves and whispering winds, tales of a dreadnought ship, a vessel of bone and dark magic, sent shivers down the spines of the bravest sailors. Rumored to have been stolen by the notorious Ferali, it was said to dominate the seas with its halberd-wielding giant skeleton, a ghastly sentinel of the deep. As destiny would have it, the Nine-Nine's path led them to a ferocious encounter with two manticores and a formidable wind elemental. The battle was fierce and fraught with danger, but the group's valor and strength prevailed. As the dust settled, The imposing thundercliffs loomed ominously ahead, a mere 100 feet away, beckoning them to unknown adventures. Upon reaching the thundercliffs, Jinx, with her keen senses and Vox's magical aid, disabled a cunning trap, allowing the group to tread softly into this new domain. Pass Without Trace was cast, cloaking them in stealth. With Castisha and Stancintar at their side, the 9-9 stood at the precipice of a new chapter, their hearts and swords ready for whatever mysteries and perils lay hidden within the shadows of the Thundercliffs. As the stars above watched in silent anticipation, the 9-9 ventured forward, their story a tapestry of courage, mystery, and unyielding resolve. The journey ahead was uncertain, yet within their hearts burned the unquenchable flame of adventure.
Cool.
Unquenchable flame of adventure.
Oh. You may now switch your audios back over. What the heck? Move my screen? Oh, that's what it wants me to move. No.
Ooh.
You're muted, Ronnie.
Thank you. You guys are picking up where you left off last week. Palpius, you would have after fighting off the ghosts that attacked the ship, you guys all piled into the rowboat to row ashore. The party did battle with some manticores and an invisible creature who attacked you guys, trying to seemingly stop any people trying to enter the Thunder Cliffs. Gon was tossed from the boat after the boat was rocked by one of the creatures. And then even Vox was out on the ocean and was attacked by magical reefs, almost as if the sea itself was trying to stop you from getting to where you guys, getting to your final destination of the Thunder Cliffs. As you guys arrived along the shore, Tybalt, you noticed that there was a trap that had been set sitting just above the sand, partially covered here and there by rocks and like reef and seaweed, but your keen eyes were able to pick up on it with the help of the goddess Savris, having blessed you with the vision of warning, and you were able to find that trap, which as it's put out on the map, it's that blue line there. So I think you guys would easily be able to walk over it, no problem. Vox and what's the name? Ebroth are gone. So you guys don't have the benefit of Pass Without Trace, just so you guys know. But Jinx, I do recall that you said that you had flipped up your hood to activate your Elvish robes.
Yes.
So any stealth checks that you perform would be at advantage.
Got it.
How do you guys want to move forward?
Random question. I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
I was just wondering, as a rogue, I don't have disarm like in Baldur's Gate.
You could, yeah. If you have your thieves tools, you could.
Oh, okay. I just use the thieves tools. Okay, but
Yeah.
there's no like disarm action.
No,
I just choose.
it would be like if you wanted to try to disarm the trap, you could do so. It would be a sleight of hand check.
Got it. Okay. So I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tybalt.
I'm gonna ritually cast detect magic to help aid me in finding additional traps, because last week you mentioned that it gave off a slight magical
Mhm.
aura to it, right? So I'm hoping that that will help with identifying any other traps that maybe
Yeah.
had.
Yeah, and I would definitely say that the trap itself is very physical in its mechanical like nature. You can very much see that this is a string that has been tied across, kind of like a tripwire. If you were to step on this or like kick it and get your foot caught on it, and anything that would disrupt the mechanism of the trap itself would seemingly trigger it. The trigger itself seems magical in nature. I would say if you took the time to inspect it, you would be able to give me an Arcana check. How about that? With advantage, I guess, since you have
Okay,
check magic.
that's a 14.
Okay, yeah, with a 14, you are able to see that although the tripwire itself is physical and mechanical in nature, there are runes for the alarm spell on the triggering mechanism, letting deduce that had you set off this, trap, um, an alarm would have been cast throughout the entire cavern. So you're able to uh, avoid that. Jinx, do you want to attempt to disarm this?
I would like to, yes.
Cool. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Wait, no advantage. Oh no, just regular. Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have anything that gives you advantage?
No, I thought it was, but it was my stealth. So, oof, I got a 13.
Okay, with the 13, you're able to disarm it. You fiddle with it a bit, and it's harder than you think it is. But after kind of like wiggling your thieves' tools around in the right spot, you hear a click, and the tripwire falls, but no alarm sounds.
You know what I imagine? Kind of, I don't know if you remember, like was it in Borderlands when you get like the hair clips and you're like trying to rotate it exactly, and sometimes you break a couple of them, and then eventually you finally rotate it to get it perfect and
Yeah,
unlock the
yeah,
lock like that. Yeah.
yeah. Um, yeah. So you're able to disarm the trap, and that is no more. Um, and you guys see what you see on the map. You see that there is a uh, lots of shore. About 200 feet away or so, there seems to be a another ship that has been dragged onto land. And you see some movement in the ship. It's a little bit too far to make it out clearly, but there's definitely some activity happening in that area. Um, Aside from that, you see that there is another like cave entrance. There seems to be different ways to get in and out of this place.
So Tybalt will move forward and say, Jinx, would you like to go ahead and explore, or maybe we can send Ravi ahead and let us know if there's help aid us in finding the prisoners. I feel like they're their priority. I look back at Castisha and Stans and say that's what you came here for. We'll help you find them first.
I nod in agreement, and I hope that like maybe Ravi is sent out even ahead of me, and then with my stealthy self kind of like be low to the ground and careful where I step, but also sniffing around and just seeing what I can pick up and trying to see which is the best route and safest.
So Gon will send Ravi forward. Thank you. Um, oops.
Are
Oh,
you?
that says Ronster.
That's okay. Yeah. So you're able to move Ravi within his movement. Gone.
Okay.
So I don't know what his like movement speed is, but you're able to move him that far.
Sure. Let me double check.
Wait,
40 feet. To have a decent amount of range with them.
Can you see down this corner? Tell me if I can turn this corner.
Yeah, let me go ahead. You should be able to fly like right here. All right.
Yeah. Also, in response to your uh, conversation with Castisha and Stanzentar, Castisha will say, "Thank you, Tybalt. I know that you have your own mission to accomplish here, but getting our men back is our priority. We are with you through the end, but you know, at the end of the day, that's our focus. You know, if you need to take care of your own mission, we understand. We'll fight by your side, you know, as long as possible."
Thank you.
Stanzantara will say, "All right, I think it's time to get things underway. I think this big fucker up here should go up front."
Also, I turn this corner right here. Do I see or sense
Hold on, how much movement do you have, dude?
oh wait, this isn't free movement. We're not.
Well, I mean, kinda, but
Oh,
like,
I sorry. I thought we were in
like,
free movement.
Either it is or it's not. There's no.
well,
Yeah,
no, like we're not in initiative order, but you're still bound to the like walking speed of your character.
minus 60 feet. Let me see.
Okay.
God damn.
No, there.
So I was here.
Got
Oh shit, wait, what the heck is this? No. ¿Dónde está mi ruler? Oh, it's right here. So I was here. I'm fine. See, that's 40
Okay,
feet.
I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure. I don't want you to
Okay.
pull Tom and just try to go through the whole map.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could go like to right around here at max.
Okay.
So I'm right here. Say I'm end up my hermano. I end up right here to kind of like peek around this corner.
Okay.
Do I sense any more booby traps?
Give
Booby.
me a perception check.
Damn, rolling low. 14.
With the 14, you don't see anything that looks out of place that would cause you concern.
Okay. So I tell them that so far, like given the nod, like so far so good, that it's clear.
Mhm.
Um, and then I go ahead and step the additional 20 feet that I have, and then I'll stop right around here.
Cool. Yeah, from there you see that there are different pathways that you can take. One being to the north of you seems to be steps that lead up towards um, like storage area. You can see that there are some like boxes and crates and like barrels that are kind of stacked up, piled up ahead. You also see that there is a path that kind of winds down into some water, and there is a path to the left
Do
that
I hear anything?
um with the 14. I'll say that you do hear, being that we're in a cavern, and things tend to echo. You definitely hear movement to the east of you. Um, Sounds like there are several people kind of walking about. There are some like light murmurs, as you're not able to make out conversation, but there are definitely people kind of to the east of you, over near that ship. You do hear
Okay.
some slight conversations to the west of you as well. Again, not close enough to make out what they're saying, but you gather that there are people nearby in either direction.
Okay, so I do the thing where, you like communicate with your hands. Like, I don't know what the gestures are right now, but like I roll back like right around here where Ravi is, and then I kind of do my pointing like, hey, I hear people um off here, and then I do a direction like saying like this way as well, like up and right, and then down here by the ship, because that's where you said, right? And that's
Um,
where
I
or
meant
no?
there's more like kind of in this direction.
Oh, this direction. Okay.
Um,
So,
there's this path that goes down this way, and then there's this path that goes up this way. There's this path that goes up this way, and then there's obviously this path this way. You definitely hear that there is like footsteps and like people talking kind of over here in this area. And then you also kind of sense it over in this area.
okay, I do the thing where I'm like I don't know how to do it, but it's like this way to the left and then this way to the right, and then I point at my ear that like I hear something, and so I'm like doing my hand things and I'm communicating with them.
So I will say that Ravi gets the gist of like there is multiple paths. So Ravi gets a sight of like, oh yes, I see there's a path here, path there. Oh, I didn't see this path down here, but it's in here as well. And it sounds like the obvious is on the shore as well. So kind of being in a warg form, I'll just communicate that to the group in the back as gone. And just say, all right, looks like Jinx has found a few paths. It looks like three. One is a bit hidden, but looks like we have some options. One leads up, and we also have the shore that continues that direction as well to the east. As a group, I would say there isn't really any best direction here. It's more so just exploring at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. What about Palpius and Tybalt? What are you guys doing?
Just following closely with sort of leading Gon because he's like warging, so leading Gon forward as things are safer, but staying maybe how far are we right now from? I just staying like 30 feet back.
Okay.
Oh no, that's not gonna do that.
I'm gonna go ahead and move just right next to Ravi, but tucked behind.
Okay.
Right. Just in case things pop off.
Yeah.
And Jinx kind of looks at them, trying to like ask with just her eyes, like, which way should we go?
All right. Am I able to move it all with Ravi again,
Yeah.
Ronnie? Or okay,
Now that
thank you.
everybody's made their movement.
Cool. See where my limit is. Okay, 40. Actually, that's not a bad spot. Probably move like 38 feet. Actually, right here. See what we got.
Yeah, and from there, like I said, you can see where the cliffside here goes up quite a bit. This line where it's like a cliff,
Yeah.
that's probably about like a 15-foot like cliffside. So if you wanted to go up here this way, you could climb up there easily. Otherwise, if you try
Okay.
to directly from here, it'd be a bit more of a test of strength. But there is a clear path that goes up this way. This way you see that, like I said earlier to Jinx, there seems like a storage area. You see that lots of barrels and crates kind of packed up.
Would
Seeming
you is the accuracy of the map include the lit areas? So would you say this area is better lit than to the west?
Yeah, I would say throughout the entire area, it's mostly lit. You don't really have any issues seeing in the like. There's no darkness, or like, it's all well lit.
Yeah. Okay.
Just fine. Yeah. Further down this way, it goes into the water quite a bit, and then yeah, that's about. I mean, pretty much what you see on the map, what you're able to see with Ravi.
Okay. So I'll communicate to the group and just say, all right, well, looks like there's the path upward. There's a little bit more light in that direction. To the west, it's visibility is fine, but yeah, nothing interesting that I can see from Ravi's point of view. The path forward looks like is that water? Would I be able to determine if it's like knee deep? You're muted, Ronnie.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you would be able to see that. Although this is water, knowing that you're in a cave, you can tell that this isn't the ocean that it's attached to, and probably more just like a natural uh, source of the water coming through the mountains.
Hmm.
You gather that it's probably about like knee to waist deep, as far as you can tell from where you're at.
Okay. So there is one path that extends, and I say that to the group, and it looks like there's some difficult terrain there. There's looks like it's water. It doesn't look extremely deep, but still, we'd be slow. And personally, if we get caught in the middle of this path, we don't have a lot of outs. At least not quickly.
What about you?
No sign of life that way.
And I'll say no, nothing. And when Tibble asks that question, can I take a little bit of a closer look at the water? Is it like moving back and forth? Is it flowing? Is it still?
You can see that there are some like slight ebb and flow. Um, Not quite like the beach here that you guys are landed on. But you do see that there's movement. It's not like a still pond. There is, some current to it.
And so I will communicate that to Tibble and say, yeah, it doesn't look dangerous. It doesn't look like anybody's moving through this path currently. The movement in the water is more natural, if anything. But um, yeah, not dangerous. But also I would say not our best bet if we're trying to move around quickly and quietly.
Let's try to continue right then.
All right. And I would agree with that. Gon says, and yeah, so this path up and to the right is what we're saying, right? Okay.
Also,
Alright.
Jinx really likes that idea because the idea of treading through water is just goes against her grain.
Cool. What's Palpius and Tibble doing?
Gonna keep my detect magic up, but follow closely. Is there, looking back at the ocean, is there, what do I see? Is it relatively calm, or I'm keeping watch on any sort of changes in the tide, knowing that the ocean is as much of an enemy as what's inside the cave.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception. Where are you, perception? There you are. 17.
Okay, yeah. Although the ebb and flow of the waves are rhythmic in nature. Everything seems in place. You do notice that in the deeper parts of the shore, there does seem to be some movement.
Okay. I'll let the group know. Did we when we did we dock at all? Is the boat in the water, or is it
I would
on
say
land?
it's like pulled like half ashore.
Okay, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say you guys would have found a place that you were able to pull it like half ashore to where you guys can get out and then like secure it tightly to something. That way, it wouldn't like float away.
Okay. Yeah, I just don't want it to be destroyed. Cool. I look back at the group and say, we should move swiftly inside.
Agreed.
So Jinx gets low to the ground. She like tucks her ears back, when cats like try to be extra sneaky so the ears aren't like perked up. They like bring him down and back. And then she tries to I keep trying to move my icon on the Zoom. And then I kind of take a peek in this corner and see what I see in here.
Uh,
But like not in the very top step. I kind of peek my face out of that top step and just see like what I see in there.
yeah. You see that there are large crates and barrels stacked up on top of each other, seemingly in different organizational kind of setups. Um, some look, larger than others. They definitely are are placed very like purposefully, like they have their system kind of sorted out and they know everything has its place.
Okay, so here am I able to detect any more booby traps?
Give me a perception check.
21.
Yeah, no, everything looks nothing looks like it's out of the ordinary as far as like the way you would hide a trap or something.
Okay, so I wave and like, so far we're clear.
As you guys continue forward, Castisha will speak out and she'll say, Tybalt, if I may. She says, I noticed there is a ship pulled aside over there, and there appears to be some movements. Although I do urge caution and stealth. Um, Maybe it might not be a bad idea to see what's going on over there and see if maybe we can get some information out of one of them.
And look over. It's the one that's over there.
Yeah.
And I ask on is from where you guys are at, from where you are, do you see any movement? We may be better off going this way and asking the crew. Or interrogating the crew, I should say. They won't freely share their information, I'm sure. Oh, he's gone. There he is. I mean, more so for Jinx too, because you're there.
Oh, for me, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the other direction, but if you want us to circle back, I could definitely try to
Come back around.
wait.
Before you come back, do you see
r-
anything out there?
Um, I was about to ask, let me get my pointer. Is this a wall right here? Can I see through this or is this enclosed?
That's a wall for sure.
It is a wall. Okay.
Yeah.
So I stand up on my tippy toes. I want to see if like there's nothing up here that I detect or through this way before going back.
Jinx, are you looking at your owlbear like on your browser?
Oh yeah. Oh,
'Cause
I
you should have
just
a
had to
different
drag
view.
up. Got it.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
see that like this whole area is kind of like used as a storage area. There are some stairs that kind of lead up to this pathway here. And there are, it kind of goes around this way as well. There seems to be a path up to the north, but from where you are, you don't see
I
any
can't see what's going
like
on right here. No.
yeah. I mean,
Okay.
you can see whatever your token's able to see, but you don't see any signs of like life up there, at this point.
Okay. Okay. So I just circle back and I said nothing, and I didn't
you-
see or detect anything.
Okay.
So
Come back around.
yeah.
We'll go ask this crew if they know anything.
All right. Let's see. Ready to move.
Sorry, is anyone else moving? Because that was like all our movement for that turn. Yeah.
Is there at this distance? Does there seem to be movement on the ship itself?
Yeah, absolutely. As you guys are getting a little bit closer, you're able to see that there is quite a few cult members here, and they seem to be working in a um, what's the word I'm looking for? When you have like a line of people and they're all like passing each other, like, and then to like the next
Assembly
person.
line.
They're kind of working an assembly line. It almost appears as if they are unloading the ship. Um, they seem to be kind of in their uh like in their zone. They don't you haven't been noticed as of yet.
Okay. It just looks like supplies, no like people being moved off, like no one locked up.
Not that you can tell from here. I'd say if you got closer, you'd be able to get a better look at what they're unloading.
Okay. I'm gonna wait for the rest of the group to catch up so they can do a little bit of exploration.
Hey, Papias, move up so that we can move up.
On it. Let's see, let me measure first where. Damn, Tibble went really ahead. All right, so I'll move. That's about my max right there. Oh shit.
Oh, sorry.
So I kind of hug this little nook right here
Mhm.
and peek out and see if I detect um anybody that I know or anybody at all or any prisoners or what's being moved. Can I hear anything?
Um, yeah. What's your passive perception?
If like just like what my perception number is?
No, your passive perception. It should be on your left-hand side of your character sheet.
Oh, yes. Passive perception is 18.
Okay, yeah. With the waves, it's a little bit loud in here. It's kind of hard to hear what they're making out. But you get a sense that they're kind of just kind of like grumbling amongst themselves about, like they're tired of doing all this like newbie work, they're like they thought they're gonna be a lot more adventure, like here we are just doing all the fucking like grunt work. Like this isn't what I thought it was gonna be. Like, I'm ready to see some action. Kind of just
Are
sounds
they
like,
ready now?
you know,
Okay.
employees that are, hate their job.
All right, so that's all my movement, but right here I can't detect any danger to us, any booby traps, anything else. This is just like that one.
Yeah, so far it's just been the one. You don't see any booby traps. As you get closer, you do see that the ship is a smaller size vessel. You see that there's been some damage to the like hull, and it looks like this might have been one of the ships that the cult had like trapped off the coast and are now plundering.
Okay, gotcha. So right now, I kind of wave to them saying, "Hey, coast is clear." Um, but shh. So kind of like having them kind of inch up a little bit. And then
Am
like
I
if
free to move
Papias
again?
is like coming next to me, then I like do this to his eyes like, "Hey, you down," because he's all big and bulky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard for me.
Yeah, I'm like, "Shh, down."
Yeah. Now that you guys are pretty close, why don't you guys give me stealth checks?
Oh shit.
She.
She. I get advantage, yes?
You get advantage, yeah. Palpius doesn't.
Hey.
Oh,
I
is
just
it all
click
of us or
on
just them?
stealth, right?
Everybody?
Yeah. Yeah, anybody that's trying to be stealthy at this point.
Oh.
Are we
25.
since where's the line? Because
Hey,
I would have
17.
let them go forward. And I say that because I rolled a 3, so I'm not trying to
He
I'm not trying
hangs
to be
back.
stealthy. I have disadvantage. Hey, chill out, cat. You're
Yeah.
not gonna be comfortable here.
Yeah, Jinx.
God damn it. Sorry.
She's like kicking the table because she can't get comfortable.
He's trying to move the table.
She's landed. She's like, "Who put this table here, bro?"
Gonna redesign your house.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, Jinx and Palpius, you guys are able to move pretty like unseen. The cultists
Say
over here
less.
seem to be kind of just like I said, stuck in their zone, not really paying attention to their surroundings, just kind of like grumbling amongst themselves about having to do grunt work and stuff. Um, they don't notice you guys. You guys are able to continue sneaking forward unnoticed.
All right. I went ahead and I moved myself just
Oh,
right there.
Oh, crazy. Okay. So then if we're allowed to move again, I hug this wall. I jump over Palpius. Hold on, I didn't measure. Here. So that's all the way. Freaking Abe is right there. Um, maybe just here. So I'm hugging these walls. I'm like right by the wall. I'm clinging with my nails to not have my body protrude out of the nature too much. Um, right around here.
yeah.
Do I see? I guess this is what I see. Fucking Chris right here. I
Yeah.
see the names, dude. Um,
Fucking
so
Chris right
I
here.
poke my head at fucking Chris right there. And so I point at the crew and I'm like, okay, um from here, like we'll be seen. Basically seeing you'll be detected from anything forward ahead of me. I'm
Yeah.
not sure how to
Um,
proceed.
Also, Tybalt, as you move forward into the cave, you notice that the thing you notice in the waves is starting to get a little bit closer.
High tide is coming.
Or something else.
Oh,
Yeah.
I look at the group and say stick to the wall. Don't whatever's out there is trying to get closer.
the walls and the rivers that
How
you're used to.
close is the movement?
I would say that the movement in the water that you notice is about like right here.
Okay. So I'll move back against the wall. And does it have any shape to it? or is it just a blob at this point?
Because of the waves, it's a little bit hard to make out. If you want to take some time to like try to figure it out, you're able to do so. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Can I do the same or help him in any way?
Sure. Like, how would you help him?
Um, hmm. I'm gonna give him a boost. I'm gonna hop on. I'm gonna like just lean down and just
Boost.
give him a boost. Just be like, all right, hop on, and just have him stand on my back.
Higher ground. I'm gonna guide myself as well. And I have advantage already on perception, by the way.
Yeah.
So adding a D4. 26.
Cool. You're able to see as you take a couple seconds to just kind of focus on the thing that you see throughout the distortion of the waves. You're able to make out that like as the like tide recedes, you're able to get a better view of it because there's less water kind of impeding your view, and it appears to be the form of like a giant crab that's kind of just like stalking in the water, watching you guys very closely, kind of waiting to see like what you guys are doing, but it's definitely watching you guys.
Okay. I'll let the group know to not disturb the water and try and get as far back from it as possible. Not aggro the crab.
Nice. All right. Palpius, what are you doing?
I'm still trying to figure out how I'm gonna stay as close as possible to the wall.
Well, you don't have to. You could go wherever you want.
Hmm. You want me to bait that thing in the water, don't you?
I never said that.
Ronnie's waiting for somebody to
Nah.
skip some stones in that bitch.
Ah. So wait. Hmm. Interesting. Damn it, Ron.
Hey, you do what you want to do, man. I'm not here to
Ah.
tell you what to do with yourself.
Kind
I
of
will
tempted
say,
because
I
there.
will say that as Tybalt kind of alerts you to the presence of the creature, just to put things into perspective for you, Palpius, you have a group of cultists that you are creeping up on. You also have a threat to the south of you. Um, yeah, your spidey senses are tingling for sure, you know?
Sounds like a good way to go out. Nah, I'm just gonna play it safe, and I don't know how many guys we got over here on this ship. So I'm just gonna move a little bit closer towards the ship.
Okay.
We can deal with the creature later.
Yeah. Kestisha and Stanzentar will continue to kind of follow along. Stanzentar is kind of you can see where like Kestisha is like following your guys' lead and like pressing herself up against the cave wall there. Stanzentar is kind of lackadaisically just kind of walking along, not really taking any measure to be stealthy or careful in any way.
Castisha, is it?
Oh, I'm sorry, Stanzentar. Kestisha is the one that's like being careful, pressing herself up against the wall, following your lead. Stanzentar is just kind of like, whatever, like fuck it.
Okay. um I ask either of them, is there anything you have that where you can more easily listen in on their conversation?
Stanzentar says, uh, Well, I don't have anything magical, if that's what you're asking, but I brought some rum, and I mean, rum opens up conversations for all people.
How likely do you think we can speak to them without it turning into a fight?
She says, well, I know a thing or two about unhappy workers. I've survived my fair share of mutinies in my day. And she kind of looks over at Castisha. Um, and she says, if they are truly as unhappy as they say, maybe they're willing to hear some alternative options. Castisha will say, Stanzentar is right. If we are, depending on, what their attitude really is, maybe they're willing to, make a deal and in exchange for some information or even, um, to spare their lives if it comes down to that. I think we might be able to get them to talk one way or the other. How you guys decide to approach them is up to you.
Look back at Gon, and say, I think you're the one that does the talking here, but before you do, can you send Ravi over to listen in on the conversation and get as much information as possible so that we can sway their opinion?
Um, I'll say, yeah, you got it. Sounds like a plan. We'll see what's going on and we'll go from there. And Gun will move like against the wall, kind of just finding a nice little comfortable spot to warg out in. And if everybody's okay, I'm gonna take a few turns and fly Ravi in.
Okay.
And Ravi's invisible, so
I was just about to ask. So yeah, thank you for clearing that.
As he passes Jinx,
yeah, I would say you're able to move Ravi around with like impunity. Like they wouldn't be able to see him.
okay, and yeah, with the Ravi passes by Jinx, and if Jinx is perceptive enough, she'll know that Ravi is flying by. If she wasn't involved in the conversation.
Yeah, my ear picked up on the sound, even if I couldn't see it.
So yeah, I approach and I kind of just communicate in a low voice to Tybalt and whoever else is around. Say, all right, so far I spot 4, 1 in the boat, 3 off inside the cave. Looks like there's a few more I hear. Actually, yeah. Let me ask and see if what I hear with Ravi at this point.
Yeah, you definitely hear some like bickering between some of the cultists. One of them, is just complaining about having to do grunt work. The other one's just like, dude, just keep your head down and do the work that they're your task. Like you signed up for a job. This is part of it. Like it's not always going to be glory and battle. Sometimes you got to just unload the vessel. You do what you got to do to get the recognition, and if you work hard, it'll be noticed. And then the other one's like, this is bullshit. Like we told that we were going to be spoiled with riches and glory, and all we've done so far is just the grunt work, and like I didn't sign up for this. And that seems to be kind of the common chatter amongst the group.
Okay. And yeah, so as I'm communicating, I say, yeah, looks like I hear a few voices. Mostly just the usual conversation. Looks like these guys are overworked for what it is. Not a lot of them not big fans of the movement. That being said, I definitely hear more than the 4 individuals that I've spotted so far. So it's safe to say there's large group, definitely more than us for sure. And I will continue to fly Ravi in. It's a bit weird. So this, I guess, fog of war that Ravi's near, is that just like a wall?
Where is Robbie? Yeah, that's just so actually you can pass through that and see the other side. It's just I put it in there because like the ship is so big that you wouldn't be able to, like see it on the other side of it. So that's
Got it.
just mechanically why that's there.
Okay. Yeah, and once Robbie doesn't see anything, um, Gon will communicate and say, "Yeah, I don't see anything to the east of the boat. It looks like from the first crewman that I see physically on the boat, it's this person, two on the boat, one in the middle of the ship, one near the rear. Um, and yeah, as I approach this, I say, looks like the boat is actually blocking off a huge path inside. And on top of that, there is a fine line of the crewmen. Um, and out of character, I the crewmen seem to be working in that what's it called? The line or whatever.
Yeah, the assembly line.
Yeah, assembly line. So
And you can definitely see that like in this little alcove here seems to be like a secondary like storage area. If you look in there, there's definitely more crates and like barrels and stuff that are being packed up, and kind of like you can see where this is like they kind of unload the ship here and then eventually move it over into the like larger area once it's been like organized and gone through, like sifted through.
got it. So I'll communicate that to the group once again and say, yeah, it looks like the supplies that we found earlier that Jinx identified seems like they're um essentially dropping off supplies and organizing them in nooks and crannies within this cave system. It seems like this might just be the tip of the iceberg if they're hauling in supplies, and for who knows for how long they've been doing this. um, at this point, I would say that Robbie's kind of hanging out, just trying to get like um a few notable names of like captains, lieutenants, essentially like a name of a manager that he can go off of. Is that something that he would hear within the conversations ongoing?
Who's the manager?
Yeah, sure. I will say that as Ravi observes, you'll see that the things that he's unloading from the ship aren't all like supplies necessarily. Like some of the things that they're unloading are like body parts. You
Oh,
know, fallen pirates or like sailors that they've ambushed and killed. And you'll notice that when like the bodies start kind of coming out, some of them will groan and be like, "Ah, this is disgusting. Like, I can't believe we're doing this. What kind of creatures, you know, wants this sort of stuff? Like, why do we even let them, continue to live here?" One of the other ones will be like, "Hey, this is what we got to do to keep them at ease. If we just give them what they want, they leave us alone for the most part, and you know." It seems like Gadriel seems to like them for the powers that they possess, and that could be a strong ally for us if in the future if we need it. And I just do what I'm told. If they want the bones and body parts of the fallen soldiers or fallen sailors, that's what I'm giving them. I'm not trying to like fuck with them. That's that I hate going in there just as much as anybody else, but you do what you got to do.
so what was I gonna say? So these assembly line workers are essentially not cultists then, correct?
No, they are cultists. They
They
are
are? Okay.
cultists, but they're kind of like lower level, kind of like entry level people who maybe haven't put in the time yet or were only
Got
like
it.
recently converted.
Okay. Um, okay. And I'll communicate that to the group and say, so I it seems like these are definitely grunts, low level cultists. Um, I heard the name Gadriel pop up, so it seems like this is definitely one of their branches. Just to clear any sort of ambiguity or confusion as what type of cultists these were. Um, hmm. And so I'm kind of trying to just gather more information, but I also communicate to Tybalt. Um, Approaching this seems like there's a bit of a way to get to them. I know that there's they seem overworked, so if we can use that to our advantage, it would be great. But we also need to make it believable. If they're cultists and this Gadriel figure is working them to the bone, we need to make it sound plausible that um, she would be trying to reward them or give them something in return for their um, low level work in the dirt, in a sense.
They need to be convinced that they were sold a false bill of goods. They need to, we have to convince them that following us is a better option and they can have what they're looking for. I don't think they're too far gone yet.
How would we offer that?
And I'd say, yeah, I don't think so either. They definitely are dealing with um with keeping the peace, but it does come at a price for them. But you're correct. I think we can use that for this situation. And I think from there I've gotten enough with Ravi, and so I bring him back and say, okay, well, I think I think from for now it's all we're gonna get, and we can see if we can gather them to our end. If anything, maybe we can maybe not all of them, but gather a few of them on our to our side, convince them for sure. All right. So I'll start to walk a little bit forward, and I look back at Castisha and Stanzentar and say, "All right, you guys with me?" And I say that to Castisha and Stanzentar, but also the entire group.
Yeah. Castisha will like pull out her sword. She'll be like, I'm with you, Gon. And then Stanzantar is like kind of like picking her ear with like her fingernail. And she's like, yeah, I mean, whatever you want to do. I'm here for it.
And say, "Okay, um, don't worry about weapons out right now. Readiness, unfortunately, that we need to come at them neutral. So no weapons out right now. Um, and let me approach them first."
She says, understood. And she'll put her sword back in.
And yeah, I look over to Tybalt Palpius and say, "All right, well, here we go. If either you have anything to give me to help out, now's a good time."
Yeah. I
I'm
would
gonna
even
be with Gon. I'm gonna go with him because I'll be providing guidance.
okay.
And I give him a good pat on the back. Since I have nothing to give him.
All
I'll
right.
follow a couple steps behind them,
Okay.
not with them, so I don't intimidate, you know, any of the cultists, but just so I'm within, reach in case, things don't go their way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Sorry, don't mind my cat's taking a shower behind me.
The foot's just
A
like,
little foot, yeah.
that's funny. All right, one second, just noting this down real quick. Okay. All right, so I walk up there. Well, I start to walk up there and yeah, neutral position, kind of just walking like I'm on out on a stroll and Tybalt on one end. And I essentially want to approach until I am noticed.
Yeah, and I would say once you get to about like there,
Mhm.
one of the who is this fucking Dave is gonna look over and be like, hey, whoa, hold on, guys, hold on. There's somebody over there. And then this guy Abe will kind of come over and be like, hey, what are you guys doing here? What the fuck?
And I'll take a little bit of a step forward from Tybalt and say, "Hello there. Um, how's it going? I'm come in peace.
Hello there.
Um, my name's Gon. This is my priest, companion, compatriot, Tybalt. These are all my friends here. Um, we mean you no harm, like I said. Um, we're just wondering what's going on here. We heard something was going on. We were essentially sent here to see and to investigate. That's all. Um, anybody, uh, can anybody tell me what's happening here?
Give me a persuasion check.
What does guidance give me?
D4.
Okay. Jesus. I rolled a 1 plus 9.
No way.
Cool. Yeah, they're
Do you want me to roll my guidance? It's a critical fail, so I don't.
with the one. Abe is gonna come over to you and say, uh, investigate. What are you investigating exactly? You know, this isn't public grounds. You're trespassing and trespassing, against some very powerful people here. What we don't take kindly to intruders.
And
Please
And
get past our
can I
alarm.
can I step in just because it was a one? So I'm gonna try and like save it and say what my partner was trying to say is the investigation was I've it was more of a dream really. See, I am being guided by the goddess of good fortune, and she told me that there were a lot of workers here that were overworked and being promised just false things, and she does not stand for that, and she wants to let you know that she is listening and she is hearing your prayers of wanting more, and wants you to just know that she is listening to you.
Give me another persuasion check from you, Tybalt.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
That's a good one.
that was a good appeal to their needs.
Okay, and I'm gonna guide myself too. That's a 23.
Okay.
nice.
You see that Chris and Dave and even Brian are starting to kind of like pull their swords out and kind of prepare themselves a little bit. Abe is a little bit intrigued though. He's kind of one of the ones that were grumbling about having to do grunt work, and he'll say, we serve our own God here. The Storm Lord Talos provides us with all that we need. We have plenty of riches at our behest. He provides us with all of the plunder that we need. Um, who who's to say that your God's more powerful than others? I've seen what the Storm Lord can do. I've seen what his priestess is capable of. Why should I believe you over them?
And I'll look at Abe because he's the one that's resonating to the message and say, Abe, really, do you think this is good? But don't you think it could be better? How much at the end of the day when you go to sleep, how much do you actually have? What power belongs to you? What power is at your disposal? Don't you want to have that ability for yourself and not have to rely on a priestess to have the power, to hold that power over you?
And he'll say, damn. Um, Yeah, sure. He'll respond to you and say, you know, you can't just come in here and start talking about other gods. Just because we are followers of one God doesn't mean we follow all. I've seen what the Storm Lord can do. I've seen the power that Faralai has. Gadriel herself is powerful and blessed by Talos. If we are devout and stay faithful, eventually we'll have the power for ourselves. He says, "You look like a cleric. You know what it takes to attain the power from the divine. How can you be so sure that um, yours is the right call? I've seen the Stormlord crush entire vessels out at sea. I've seen Gadriel um, offer be bountifully blessed with the divine power of the Stormlord through her devotion. That is what I seek. I seek that power. How can you be so sure that your gods can provide me with that as well?"
Well, the answer is very simple. You see me here today. Your God has tried to smite me down, and I stand here before you stronger than ever.
And
If he were so strong, would he not have killed me off already? Would I not have failed? Would my mission to be here today to try and save you from these false promises, would that have not failed?
One of the other cultists, Chris, is going to say, "Abe, don't listen to him. He's just like the others. They offer power and glory, but you would just be doing grunt work for them just the same."
And that's when Gon will speak up again and say, "No, no, no, not power from us, power from yourselves, from within. That's our message we come to bear. That is how we stand here, not from power from others." And ironically, in Gon's head, as a warlock, but also saying, we don't give you power, we show you that you have it. But in order to use it fully and to be one and to stand on your own, you also need to be free of the terrible influence of others. In this case and situation, are you happy with what you're doing?
Um, a couple of them will say, this is just part of the gig. You do the work that you are assigned, and you keep your nose to the grindstone and just grind it out. Just like you guys, I'm sure you guys started somewhere, doing mundane work and rose to power and fame yourself. But this is just part of the job that we got to do. And one of them, will be like, "Yeah, but how long are we going to keep doing this? It's been a while. Like, we keep being told, like, oh, eventually. Like, how long is eventually? You'll hear from the like Brian or whoever it is there.
Mhm.
They're kind of talking amongst themselves at this point, not like privately, but just you can see that they're not all on the same page with
Right.
what their decision is. Brian will be like, "Oh, yeah, but like, this cult is gotten so big lately, and they don't have need for powerful lieutenants or captains. I think they're satisfied with keeping us as ground level grunts, and that's not what my destiny is. My destiny is so much more than that." And the other one is like, "You don't know what you guys are talking about. We've been in this together for several years now, and you've seen what they've provided us. You've seen the riches that we've been blessed with. And if we just continue to serve our Lord, we'll be granted power just the same as as Sylvindal, just the same as Gadriel. Fairlie promised us herself that she would grant us, powers beyond our wisest dreams.
And Jinx just
As-
quickly adds, nothing too in depth, but I just say, but is it enough? And then I open like my cloak. Hold on, let me close this door. Someone's coming. And I open like the inner part of my cloak on both sides, and I have attached like all the trinkets, rings, goals, things that I've found. Because from every mission we've ever gone to, I steal things, even if you guys know or do not know. But I have lots of trinkets, lots of diamonds, lots of jewelry, lots of gold. And so I just kind of open. I was like, but is it enough? And it just the light reflects off of it and it just goes bing, like lots of shiny gold, basically.
Sure.
That's all.
One of them will say, "Oh, I see. So you guys are just here to plunder. You're not here to save. You're after our treasure."
And I'll approach and say, Treasure, my friend, we don't require any of your treasure. We only come to spread this message and to hopefully open your eyes towards the um, unequal challenges that you face. Like you mentioned earlier, I too was faced with a challenge and I was involved with mundane tasks and work and doing, but I didn't become myself like I am today, happier, healthier, and stronger until I changed that. Like a few of you have mentioned, how long are you going to do this until you decide to change things yourself? It wasn't until I changed things that I really started to find that power within that we speak of, find that fortune for myself and not from the ladle fed into my mouth of others.
Um, and you'll see that a couple of them are kind of like looking at each other now, like, dude, like maybe this guy knows what he's talking about. And the other one's like, "Oh, dude, are you for real doing this? Like, how many times have we had this conversation? And then they'll kind of retort back, like, exactly. How many times have we talked about this? Like, how many times are we gonna like try to convince ourselves to keep going with what's the way things go? And like how when is enough enough? Eventually you'll hear kind of from the alcove somebody will call out and they'll be like, "Hey, what's going on over there? Why did you guys stop?" Um, Chris will kind of turn around and be like, "Oh, there's some people here that got past our alarms somehow. We're dealing with it. Don't worry about it." They'll be like, "What do you mean, people? Like we got work to do. We don't got time for all of this." And you'll start to hear a little bit more of a clamor coming from within the alcove.
Mhm.
As you can tell that now the rest of them are kind of alerted to your presence, um, and they'll kind of slowly start to make their way out a little bit here. You'll see a few more people, and they'll say, "Hey, what's going on over there? You're not supposed to be here. What are you guys doing? Why are you guys talking to them?" And then they'll be like, "Well, they're just they don't seem to be a threat." And they'll say, "Well, they're intruders regardless. What's going on?" As now you can see that the cultists are kind of talking amongst themselves, but are being urged on to kind of play their role in the cult, and they're not happy that you're here, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll play. So as they're coming out, I'll be like, "Oh, please, please, if there are more of you there, step forward. I just want you to. I want to see all of you. My goddess is concerned for all of you because it seems like you want for more and you're not getting more. And I'm not saying that you have to convert or come over to her to Savras, but all she asks is for you to ask for more, to demand more from your God, because when you do, you'll find out that you won't get more. You will get, they are complacent for you to sit where you are, no powers, because if you had powers, you would be a threat to them.
Give me give me a persuasion check. Persuasion or intimidation, whichever you prefer.
Okay. The same thing. Persuasion. Oh no, flat. It was gonna be a 17, roll to a 3. That's 5.
Okay. The group of cultists that have now come out from the alcove are not here to man, I can't think of the word. Basically, they're not here to humor your conversations of conversion, and they're just like nah, fuck all this, let's get them. I will say that the 4 that you have been talking to don't seem to act aggressively towards you, as the others are now pulling out their swords and weapons. The 4 here in the front are kind of just like and kind of like will step back a bit to kind of stay out of the fray. But with that, I'll need you guys to all roll initiative.
I just noticed the music was gone.
That's okay.
Let's get some fight music.
Yes, sir.
I will be right back.
Cool.
God damn it, so many dudes. I was really hoping we could convince him.
Honestly, I mean, you guys had a chance, but it got a little bit close there. ACA. Fuck.
Dudes are we talking about?
What was that?
How many like guys are we fighting here?
Well, you'll find out.
So far there's 7, but we don't know if there's any inside of the ship or nearby.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, hold on. All right, I'm sorry. What did Gon get for initiative?
I got a 6.
And what did Jinx get? I can see here. Anyway.
21?
21.
21.
And Palpius, you got
17.
nice. And then Tybalt
Got a 6 as well.
6. All right. Okie dokie. Can you guys edit the initiative order on Owlbear?
Let me see.
I don't see ourselves on here.
There you go.
Yes, we can.
Can you help me out and assign some of these initiative orders? I'm just gonna go down the list.
Yeah, how do you do that?
You have to be on the initiative menu, and then I don't know if you guys can like edit the numbers next to their name.
I got us in there. We're good.
Okay, cool. Can you assign some of the bad guys for me?
Yep.
All right, so Bran is gonna be 18.
Yep.
Dave is gonna be 18.
Okay.
And Fred is gonna be 18 as well.
Fred is an 11.
No, he's 18.
Okay.
And then Abe is gonna be 8.
I don't see Abe on here.
Hold on, what the fuck?
Abe is 8.
Hold on. I have to fix something.
Okay.
I thought I guess I didn't say that. Okay. So Bran is 18, Dave is 18, Fred is 18. Harry H is 18.
He said Harry
Yeah, give me 1 second here.
or Hank.
Hank, whatever the H one is, I don't know their all their names.
Is what?
He's 18 as well.
Okay.
Okay, cool. And then Jay, whoever Jay is.
Yeah, Jim.
He is 18 as well.
Okay.
And then Abe is 8.
Got him.
Chris is 8.
Okay.
Edward is 8.
Got it already. I just need Castisha, Stans, and Israel. Israel.
Okay, Greg is 8, and then Israel is 8. There's
Okay.
Castisha is 5.
Okay.
And then Stans and Tar is 4.
Okay. I'm good.
All right. Cool. All right. So first up on the initiative order is Jinx, followed by Dave and Fred. And I will say, just as a reminder, Jinx, that Dave, Chris, Bran, and Abe are seemingly, unsure of what to do, and they don't appear to be a threat at this point.
I'm gonna put a green ring around him.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Green is good. Green is good.
But the other ones are for sure aggro.
Yes,
Trying to
absolutely.
be.
Yeah.
I know this is meta, but like would attacking the other guys make these guys aggro?
You don't know that yet.
Yeah, I don't know that yet. Uh, can I just like climb the boat
Sure.
and be like right up here?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I just kind of like nod at him. I was like, we don't have to do this. And I'm gonna actually just wait here and wait for the team to move on up and follow their lead.
Cool. Is there anything else you want to do?
I will ready a attack if being attacked. My psychic blade.
Okay. Sure. After that, it's gonna be Dave. He is going to kind of look around and be like, "Oh, come on, guys, what are we doing here? Like, what's the call?" And they're just like, I don't really know. Like, do we want to do this? Do we want to keep doing this?" And he's like, I don't know. And he'll just kind of jump over here onto the ship, to kind of like move out of the way. After that, Fred will go ahead and come down here and be like, "Oh, you guys are fucking pussies," and he'll run down his full movement, sword in hand. What's his movement speed? 30 feet. Okay. Oh shit. Cool. Yeah. Who did I say? Fred? Okay. Fred is gonna run his full movement speed. 30 feet this way. That's as far as he'll go. After Fred, it's Hank. Hold on. Wow, that's so weird. Oh well. My like encounter builder is being weird. So yeah, Hank is going to use his full movements. Which is where is he? He's over here. He's going to use his full movement to get about there. After that, it's Jim. Jim is going to use his full movement as well, getting to about here. And then Bran is going to come over here to the back of the boat and kind of just not sure what's going on. He's going to hide himself. After that, it's Palpius followed by Chris. Palpius, you see these cultists now running at you, swords in hand, barreling down this little pathway towards you and your group. What do you do?
I'm gonna move towards Fred. Just make sure. Yeah. I'm gonna enter a rage. And I'm gonna attack.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, it's a 14.
On Fred?
Yep.
All right, yeah, that hits.
That's a 16 plus. How much do I get for being in the?
Rage, I think it's +3.
Okay, so 19 then.
19 damage, nice. All right, yeah, your axe finds its home right in his chest, and he just lets out a cough as he coughs up blood. But he says, "Is that all you got?"
I got a second attack on that action, so.
All right, go for it.
Oh, 11 to hit.
That one misses.
I think that's it. That's my bonus action, and movement.
Okay. After that, from the sea, a giant crab is going to come from the depths of the waves here, and he is going to take his full movement to come out here and take a snap at Stan's in top. Getting a.
Dude, is that really like what his freaking shell looks like? That's super cool.
Yeah. Okay, misses on his first attack against Stanzin Tar, takes a second attack with its claw, getting a 17. Stanzin Tar will now be grappled by the giant crab as it's caught in its claws, and she lets out a wail of agony. She's like, ah! And takes some pretty heavy damage. She's this crab pincers are pretty strong.
The giant crab.
The giant crab, yeah. After that, it is a couple more of the these guys. So it'll be Chris is going to again stand out of the way. He's going to come over here with the rest of his friends. Ed is up here. Where's Ed? He is going to use his full movement and I'm going to say he's going to come over here and then he's going to take an attack against you, Jinx. He's going to come up right up beside you. Getting a 22 to hit.
That hits.
All right. He is going to hit you for 8 piercing damage.
Okay, use my thingy. Where's the thingy? To reduce the damage to half.
Okay. So it'll be 4 damage to you.
Okay.
And then he'll get a 19 on his second hit against you.
Damn it, that hits.
Okay, and then I will need you to take an additional 7 piercing damage. After Ed, it is Greg. Greg is going to go here, and then he's going to actually come up here a little bit, and then he's going to take a shot at you, Jinx, with his crossbow.
No!
A 24 to hit?
But I'm up here. Wait, Ed? Oh, you said Ed.
No, Greg.
Oh, Greg, does he have a disadvantage because I'm on the boat?
No, he's up high.
Fucking Greg. All right.
So 24 to hit?
Yeah, fucking hits.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll need you to take 12 piercing damage, and then he'll fire a second shot at you, Palpius, getting a 15 to hit.
That's
Jinx
a miss.
staggers and takes
Oh.
a knee.
Okay. After that, it's Israel. He is going to use his full movement to come out here.
You didn't take that 15 damage, did you,
Who?
Cynthia?
12.
The second. Oh, just the 12, right?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. And then let's see here. Yeah, Israel's just gonna jump over here onto the ship, and then he's gonna take a shot at you, Palpius, with his crossbow, getting a 16 to hit.
That's a miss.
And then Jinx, he's gonna take a shot at you, getting a 10 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. After that is Abe. Abe is going to come around this way and move out of the way. He's going to jump off the ship and kind of start heading this way. After that, it is Tybalt followed by Gon. Tybalt, you see your friends being attacked. The 4 that you were talking to are now kind of moving out of the way, seemingly staying out of the fray. What are you doing?
I see the crab come out of the ocean. I turn around and see Stanzentar. Now it's in its claws. Gonna run over to the crab. As I do, I'm gonna take out my staff and I'm gonna hit it with the staff and use thunder.
Okay. What does that do again?
It's the target that I hit must succeed a DC 17 con save or become stunned until the end of my next turn.
Okay. Hold on here. And it's a con save, you said?
It's a con save, yeah, and it's a 21 to hit. So I need to hit first. So 21 to hit.
Cool. 21 hits for sure.
Okay.
And it fails its con save.
All right, so it's going to take 10 points of damage, and it is stunned, which means that it releases stands.
Cool. Man, I really need to put these in like fucking alphabetical order. Cool. Yeah, she's no longer grappled.
Okay.
As the thunder just cracks into the crab, being like amphibious in nature, the electricity kind of just shoots through its body as it just like is now twitching, kind of unresponsive. But he releases his grasp on Stans. Stans will say, thank you, Tybalt. I owe you a drink for that one."
And I reply just by saying, "You can repay me by taking this thing out."
She says, "That I agree on."
And then as I struck, you hear just a loud thunderous crack, and the crab becomes stunned. I look back at the rest of the group that's trying to fight us and say, "Witness the power of your god. I wield it too. Yet you have nothing."
Some of the cultists will say, "That is cute of you to assume. You will feel our wrath very shortly."
Okay.
After that, it's Gone, followed by Castisha and Stanzentar.
Ooh, all right. All right. Okay. So Gun's gonna take a few steps over here and
I will
Hank.
say, so real quick, just so you know, I will say that from where you are on the floor to the top of the ship, it's about 15 feet. So if you wanted to climb or even like to attack, like Ed would probably be out of your line of sight, along with like Jinx.
Got
But
it.
if you wanted to crawl up there, it would be like a 15-foot climb.
Okay. Hmm. Yeah. Let me see real quick. Yeah, I would be able to make it up there. So it's like 15 plus the 10, 25, and then I took like a few extra steps. So yeah, I'll get on top of the boat on the front, and Hank, Jim, and Greg are on a higher slope, right?
Correct. Yeah, they're like uphill a little bit. I would say they're about like at like level with you. This slopes down to
Okay.
like ground level, but up here it'd be about like 15 feet high.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see. So yeah, so where Hank, Jim, and Greg are at, I'm gonna go ahead and launch a fireball at them. And it's gonna be 20 feet. All right, 1 second. All right. Draw. Just 20 feet. Oops. Yeah, so I'll say like, let's do right about. Oh, beautiful. Gives you the feet. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the circle where I'm going for the fireball. And I'll actually make it. Can I change that to orange? Okay. There we go. Cool. So yeah, I'll shoot a fireball pretty much in between them and just have that hit all three. And they're gonna have to beat a Dex 17 save.
Cool.
Launching, that is 33 damage.
Okay. This is a deck save, right?
Dex 17, correct.
Okay. First one misses.
Okay.
Second one passes.
Okay.
And third one misses.
Okay, so the one that passed, he will take half of the 33. And then everybody else will take the full 33.
Okay. So Jim, Greg, and Hank. Okay, so he takes half of 33. This one is what, 16? 17?
And who was the guy who takes half damage?
Greg.
Okay.
And then the other ones take the full brunt, right? 33?
Yeah, correct. 33.
Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. So, yeah. These guys are all pretty fucked up. Greg takes half damage. All of them are pretty well damaged. Hank and Israel definitely just like burned all over, kind of breathing a lot heavier as they're kind of trying to like pat themselves out and like stop the flames. Greg was able to like just roll away just in time. Still burned by the fire, but not as damaged as the other two.
All right. So at this point, I yell out and say, um, I do not wish to harm you, but if you harm my friends, I have no other choice. And yeah, gun will stick it out on top of the boat here, and that'll be his turn.
Cool. After that, it's Stans and Tar who will go ahead and take a shot at this crab. Because it's stunned, she'll get a advantage. Getting a 16 to hit. That hits. She will do 9 damage to the crab. And then she'll take a second shot at advantage. Getting a plus 4 is missing on the second shot, actually. Damn, getting a 16. After that, Castisha will run forward and try to see how far she can get. Okay, she can't get that far, so she's gonna stand here next to you, Tybalt, kind of by your side. She's gonna take an attack against the crab as well. Getting a yeah, nat 20. That's nice. She will do her 6. Fuck, max damage. All right, cool. She's gonna do
Nice.
yeah, what is that? 12 plus 4 is 16 damage to the crab. And she'll take a second attack against him. Getting a 21 to hit. That will also hit. She will do 9 additional damage to the crab. And she'll say, we must strike while it is stunned. We shall dispatch this quickly. As she's just stabbing the fucking crab with her sword. After that, we are back up to the top of the initiative order with who's up top? Jinx. You've had now this Fred over here, or Ed, sorry, run up to you and is hitting you pretty hard with his sword here. What are you doing?
For 2 seconds, first I just like, you know, I know he's like all up in my face, but like when you do the hold them by their head for a second, like that football thing.
Yeah.
And then I dig into my bag with my right hand and I take a greater healing potion.
Okay.
Where is it? Here. I'm sorry, I forgot. How? Do you just roll?
Yeah, so whatever the greater healing potion says on there.
Oh, 4d4 plus 4 hit points when you drink this potion. So 4d4. So 12 plus 4 hit points?
Yeah, so 12 plus 4.
Okay. That's how much I heal.
Cool.
So I heal. Nice. I feel a little better.
You still have your action. That was your bonus action.
I still have an action.
And movement, so.
Does this boat have... Oh, no. I don't want to disengage, actually. Okay. I'm just gonna hit him with a, with a dagger. A psychic blade, sorry. So I have the 1 left, so I'll do that. 22 to hit.
22 hits, yeah.
Just 5 damage.
Okay. Okay.
But I want to stab him in the eye.
You're able to you don't quite get him in the eye.
Okay, but I aimed at it.
Yeah,
And that's it. I don't want to move because trigger reaction.
sure. You can move like around him and not break your like 5-foot thing, like if you want to get behind him or something, but it's up to you.
Okay, then I will get behind him.
Okay. After Jinx, it is Dave. Dave is going to come over here and jump down to the side of the boat over by Abe. After that, Fred's going to sneak around to the back of you, Palpius, and he is going to take an attack against you. Getting a I'm getting a 6 to hit on the first one. That's a miss. And then getting a 12 to hit on the second one. He's just not quite able to get a clear shot on you as you're able to just move out of the way. Fighting one-on-one is kind of your specialty. So you're able to juke and jive when necessary. After that, it is Hank. Hank is kind of on fire. He's going to use his full movement here. And he's going to take an attack against you, Palpius. Getting a 23 to hit.
Fuck. That hits.
I will need you to take 7 damage of piercing. And an additional 6 damage of electric damage, sorry. Lightning damage, whatever it's called.
Okay.
Cool. And then he's going to take a second attack against you. Getting a 17 to hit.
If it matches my armor class, does that miss?
Yeah, no, it hits.
Okay.
Yeah. What is it? Meets beats. So then that'll be an additional 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
After Hank, it is Jim. Jim is going to use his full movement to get about here. He's going to jump onto the boat. He's going to take an attack against you, Jinx.
The fuck, man?
Getting a 16 to hit.
It does not hit.
Alrighty.
Bitch. To him, not you.
Yeah, he'll take a second attack. It's funny you say that. Getting a 22 to hit.
Oh man. Yeah, it hit.
All right, I'll need you to take 8 piercing damage and an additional 7 electricity damage, lightning damage.
Okay, so I use my reaction to take half the damage.
Okay, so it would be 7 damage total.
Okay.
After Jim, Bran is going to stay out of the fight as well. Where did he go? He is going to jump down this way. And then we're Palpius followed by the crab people. Palpius, you're now surrounded by 2 of these cultists. One of them really getting you with their like extra attack damage there. What are you doing? Palpius? Are you muted?
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so I'm gonna go into a frenzy attack as my bonus,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm gonna do my 2 attacks on
So you get 3 attacks total.
Fred.
Go for it.
All right, first one.
16 hits.
16, all right. And he'll take 13 damage.
All right.
Second attack. 19.
19 hits, absolutely.
And 15 damage.
Jesus Christ. Okay. And you still get one more attack. He is like coughing up blood and like barely holding on.
All right, I'm gonna attack him one last time with my last attack. Nat 20.
All right,
that's
tell me how you
30
kill
to
this
hit.
guy.
Nice.
Gonna take my axe and go straight across his neck and decapitate him.
Yeah, as your axe cleaves through his neck, there's just a fountain of blood that spurts out. His body falling limp, right before you, kind of covering you in his own blood. And I imagine you just like revel in the like warmth of the blood coating your skin and like give the other guy like a big smile or something. As this guy's dead.
I look over at Hank and I'd be like, "You're next."
And he's just kind of like looking around like, oh shit, who's by me? Like, where are my friends at? Cool. Is there anything else you want to do? Any movement or anything?
No, I never did my damage on that last attack. So.
That's okay. He was dead.
All right.
But if you want to roll it, yeah. What was the? Go ahead and do the regular attack roll.
So 27 plus, because it's a crit. Plus
Yeah,
3,
plus-
so 30.
Damn, dude. Yeah. Perfect. All right. Cool. Yeah. Is there anything else?
That's it. I'll wait my turn.
Cool. All right. After that, it's gonna be the crab. Am I able to save like on my turn, Tybalt?
No.
No.
Nope. I just done until the end of my next turn.
Oh, until the end of your next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, he is stunned still.
He's
in that
chilling.
case. Yeah. That's whack. After that, it's going to be Chris. Chris is going to move all the way out of here with the other 4 cultists that you guys were able to kind of convince to see your side of things. After that, Ed is going to jump over here, and you can get an attack of opportunity, Jinx, because he's going to come over here to Gon. So go ahead and make that attack if you want to.
Just a regular attack.
Just a regular old, psychic blade attack.
So I just roll the damage, right?
No, roll the attack.
Sorry. 14?
14 hits. Yeah.
Okay. And I had already rolled the damage, so that's 9 damage.
All right, perfect. As he runs over, he kind of gets sliced by you and staggers forward, but still stumbles over to you, Gon, as he takes his short sword out and is taking a swing at you, getting a 16 to hit.
Does not hit.
All right, he'll take a second swing, getting a 16 again, missing as well. Just the damage from Jinx kind of impeding him, and he's not able to find a home for his blade. After Ed, it is Greg, who was on fire a second ago, and he is going to... What's Greg gonna do? Greg is going to jump across over onto the boat, using his movement to get about here. And then he's going to take a shot against you, Gon, with his short bow, or hand crossbow, sorry. Getting a 14 to hit.
Does not hit.
And then takes another shot against you, getting a 16 to hit.
Does not hit.
All right, those both whiff as well. After that, Israel is going to... Where's Israel? Oh, he's back here. Okay. He's going to swing around here and get an attack on... I'll say he jumps down here. And he'll take an attack against you, Palpius. Getting a He gets a 17 to hit.
Sorry, who are you talking?
Palpius.
Wait, sorry, what was that?
17 to hit.
Okay. Wait, who's hitting me?
Israel.
God damn it, Israel. All right, it hits.
So that'll be 7 damage, piercing, and then an additional 3 damage of lightning.
Okay.
He's going to take a second swing against you, getting a 19 to hit,
Hits.
and that will be an additional 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
Who's next? After Israel, it's Abe. He's going to stay way over here, and then followed by Tybalt and Gone. Tybalt, it's your turn.
Oh, I thought you said followed by. I am going to. Well, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna look for the crab's ear holes and say, "I know who sent you. We'll win. He just has to listen."
Cool. And that's
And he's told the dead.
Wisdom save, right?
Yeah, 21 save.
Does stun give me any like disadvantage?
I don't know when it comes to wisdom. If it's mobility, it's an automatic fail, but I'm not sure. For let's see.
Yeah, it says a stunned creature is incapacitated. Can't move, can only speak falteringly. The creature automatically fails strength and dex saving throws. Attack rolls against the creatures have disadvantage. An incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions. Okay, so no, it's just a regular wisdom save.
Yeah, it can pass.
Yeah. But its wisdom's not great, so I got a 13.
Okay, so I'll take damage. It's going to take 12 points of damage.
All right, yeah, you'll hear it kind of let out a. I'm not sure what kind of noises crabs make. Hey Emma, what kind of noises do crabs make? Like when they speak.
You know, when they speak.
It lets out a loud hissing noise.
Can I have an example?
No. Cool. Is there anything else you want to do, Edgar?
Knowing that, well, fuck. No, staying here because
I will say that
people there.
It doesn't lose its stun until after the end of your turn, so you could.
I could move away.
Yeah.
But then it's gonna go after both of these two. I'm gonna stay put.
Okay. As it reels from the damage from your spell, you'll see that it kind of like shakes itself awake a little bit and is no longer stunned. After that, it's Gone, followed by Castisha. What are you doing, Gone?
All right. Move around Ed here. And I look at Ed and say, "You've fallen into my trap card."
You've activated my trap card.
And I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast in his direction.
Okay.
That is a 24 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
And that is, ooh, nice. 12 damage.
Okay.
And he's gonna get pushed back 10 feet.
You didn't move, right?
I moved around him, but not moved like. What's it called?
Oh, where are you at? I don't think it's up
I
here.
was here.
Oh, let me refresh my Albert because it said there was a connection issue.
So this is where I was here, and then I moved around him to the I guess that would be east.
Okay, it still shows that you're in the same spot for some reason.
No, that's weird.
Oh, there you go. Now you're moving.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Yeah, he gets blasted the 10 feet, and I'll even say that he kind of lands like right here on top of his friends. And so they will all take an additional D4 damage. So they'll all take an additional 2 damage. That's Ed, Ink, and Israel. And how much damage was it to begin with?
It was 12 damage.
12 damage. Okay.
And I'll yell out to Gon and be like, keep sending them my way.
You got it.
Cool. Yeah, you still have your other attack. What do you want to do?
Yeah. So I will move a little bit on the boat again. Let's go like here. Right there. And I'll look in Greg's direction and I'll launch an Eldritch Blast at him as well.
Cool. Go ahead and roll it.
That is a 25 to hit.
25 absolutely hits.
And that is 10 damage.
Cool. And he's going to fly off the side of the boat, and he'll take an additional 4 falling damage. And he will be prone, actually. Both of them will be prone. Where's the fuck is prone? There it is. Nothing. Okay. He'll be over here. Okay, great. Cool. After that, you still have movement. What are you doing?
So with those attacks, I will say I will probably just approach, like just stay on this edge, I guess. Actually, yeah, I'll stay on this edge, and that'll be my turn.
Okay, perfect. Cool. After Gon, it is Castisha, followed by Stanzentar. Castisha will attack the crab again. Getting a 10 to hit, which misses. I'm getting a 20 to hit, which does hit. She will hit the crab for 6 damage. After that, Stanzentar will take a shot at the crab as well. Getting a 22 to hit, that hits. She will hit the crab for 5 damage. She'll take a second shot against the crab, missing on the second one. After that, we're back up to the top with Jinx.
A really stupid commentary, but until I read it right now, I guess I hadn't read it before. I thought his name was Stan Zintar, but his name's literally stands in Tar. So I don't know. Just that was fun.
It's a girl, by the way.
Oh, I thought it was Stan. I don't know. Anyways, so right here with Mr. Jim in front of me, since I never really get to use this since I'm a little bit more ranged, I'm going to try and do Shadow Touched inflict wounds on him since he's within a touchable range.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna just like touch and push his eyes in, and this does on a hit, the target takes 3d10 necrotic damage.
Yep.
Okay, so let me roll. Ooh, no. And it's 8 hit.
8 does not.
Fuck. Okay. Okay. Still get my bonus action, so I will just do a regular psychic blink then.
Hold on. What does your bonus action steady aim do?
It gives me advantage on is it only psychic blades?
I don't believe so. What does it say?
As a bonus action, you give yourself advantage on your next attack roll on the current turn. Oh, so it's not just that. On your next attack roll,
On
you
any
can use
attack.
this bonus action only if you haven't moved during this turn, which I haven't.
Do you want to use that to try to hit what's his name again?
You know what? Yeah, that'd be great. Let's try that again.
Yeah. So just do one regular attack, not advantage, since you already attacked once.
So do another roll for attack.
Just a normal regular attack.
Okay,
roll.
22.
That hits.
Perfect. Thank you. That is 24 damage. It's all necrotic-y and like that.
How much damage?
24.
24 plus your sneak attack?
Not plus my sneak attack. Sorry. Espérame. 5d6. It's 5. Yeah, I just want to make sure it wasn't 4 anymore. 5. Woo! $39 damage.
Okay. So as you like are standing in front of him and you like start to draw your like shadow touched arcane energy into your like, let's say your claw, your where you would normally like generate your psychic blades, you now generate like one psychic blade for each claw on your paw, you know, as you like reach back and you have this like shadowy sort of energy like surrounded by your like what color is your psychic blade? Is it like a
like
purple or
ethereal
pink?
purpley?
Yeah, so you have the like crackling energy of your ethereal purple psychic blades, kind of like instead of like a blade, it's just one giant claw, you know, and it's like billowing shadow energy behind it as you like just thrust it forward straight into Jim's head, poking out both his eyes and just just ripping through his head completely.
Fuck yeah, and I added it wrong. It was 43 damage, but yes.
Even worse.
He's toast.
He's toast. He falls dead.
Nice. His body's still crackling as it like dissolves into himself. It's all necrotic-y and poisony and it smells gross. But
yeah.
Yes. Okay, great. Thank you for that assistance. I appreciate that. I still have movement. So from here, this might be a bad idea, but I run the side of the boat and then try to see if I can like do one of these, like if I'm running and then when I jump off the boat, I like go like this, and then like kind of kick freaking any one of these two dudes right here to try to make them prone as well.
Okay, I shouldn't allow that, but
no, it's okay if is that an action? Another action. I already did a bonus action. No, you're right. No, you're right.
Yeah, that's kind of much.
Yes. No. You're right. I just am right here. And I'm
Okay.
done.
But you're off the boat. Or you're on the side.
No, I'm on the boat. Yeah, I'm on the boat.
Okay. Cool. After Jinx, it is Dave who is gonna chill over there on actually. Dave is going to take an attack against Greg. And he is prone, so he gets advantage. Getting an 18 to hit Greg. He will do 3 plus 7 damage, so 10 damage total to Greg. Okay. And that's 10 damage to Greg. And then he'll do an additional attack against Greg, who's on the ground, getting a 21 to hit. And he'll do an additional 5 damage to Greg, as Greg is just on the ground, prone. And Dave is just like, fuck this, I'm out, and just like stabs into him twice. And Greg goes, what are you doing? Ah! As he's getting stabbed. After Dave, it is Hank, who is over here. He is going to take a shot against you, Papias.
Bring it on.
Getting a 12 to hit on the first one, misses. He'll take a second swing against you. Getting a 15 to hit, misses on both swipes. After Hank, it is Jim, who is dead. After Jim, or sorry, after that, it's Bran. Bran is over here. He's gonna run up and he's gonna attack Greg as well. Cool. Yeah, getting a nat 20 on Greg. He is just puts the final stab wound into Greg as he just puts it right through his throat and says, I'm with you guys. If we're getting out of here, we're getting out of here together. As he'll kill Greg. Greg is now dead. After Bran, it is Palpius. What are you doing?
If I attack, who's in prone? Is that Ed?
Ed, I would say he's out of your range, though. You have the two people in front of you kind of blocking you.
He's 5 feet from me.
I guess, yeah. You would have to give me like a strength check to see if he could get through the two people. Because they are standing in front of you, between him and them.
When I do the strength check, it's the
one like above your strength score. Where your stats are. Yeah.
All right. Natural 20, boy.
You're able to knock both of them. You tell me. How do you break through?
I just freaking go in, stiff arm them on each of my arm, push them off to the side, and go after the guy who's prone, Ed.
Cool.
And as I do that, Israel gets bounced into the ship, and Hank gets bounced into the cliff to the side.
Yep, and they're both knocked prone as well.
Okay. And then I'm
you're able to get in there just fine.
So then I'll attack Ed, who's still prone, right?
Yep.
So how do I do Do I hit with advantage or?
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. He's prone, so you get advantage. So right click on your to hit and then choose advantage.
All right. So first attack. I got 27
That absolutely hits. On Ed?
damage on Ed, yeah.
Cool.
And he'll take 17 damage.
You cleave right into him and he just spurts up blood and is just lifeless as you pull your axe out. He's dead.
Sweet. And I still get 2 attacks.
Still got 2 more attacks, yes.
So
And 2 more prone
again,
enemies next to you.
All right, so first attack, I'm gonna go after Hank, because I said he was next. That's a 19.
That hits.
So then damage 16.
16, same thing. You pull your blade out of Ed and then slam it into Hank, and he just lets out as like blood starts to pull out, and he's no longer reactive. He's dead as well.
All right, one more attack. Who's that guy? Israel? Yeah.
I believe so, yes. Yeah, Israel.
$22.
22 hits.
And damage 13.
13, nice. Yeah. He is still pretty healthy, but you are able to slam your axe into him and catching him kind of like in like the shoulder area as he lets out a Ugh! He says, damn you.
Yeah, like I'm not through with you yet.
Cool. Is there anything else you want to do?
No, that's it.
All
I'll
right.
get my next turn.
This guy's dead too over here. Yeah, so all that's left is Israel and the crab. Fuck. All right. After Palpius, it is the crab, and it is going to shake himself awake after having come to from being stunned. He's going to turn around and take a attack against you, Tybalt. Getting an 18 to hit.
Misses.
He'll take a second attack against you, getting a 27 to hit.
That hits.
All right. I need you to take 61 damage.
Okay.
You
Did
are
you say 61 damage?
yeah. It was a nat 20. Sorry.
Oh, if it's an at 20, then I would have used my flare.
Okay, you can. I will re-roll the attack. Getting a 16 on the second one.
Doesn't hit.
Okay, so both claw attacks against you miss as you're able to just like juke out of the way. The second one coming just close, and you're able to raise your staff and blind it with your warding flare just in time to make him miss. After that, it is Chris, who's dead, and then Israel is after that. Israel is going to stand up and is no longer prone, and he is going to take a swing against you, Palpius, trying to get you back basically for the attack against him. He is going to get a 14 to hit on the first one, which misses. He'll swing again, a second attack, getting another 10 to hit. So both of his attacks are not able to find their home against you. After Israel, it is Abe who is going to stay put. And then it's going to be gone, followed by Tybalt. Gone?
My bad. So this Israel guy's pretty. He's still prone?
No, he's not. Sorry, he's
Okay.
For some reason my owlbear is like glitching out. But yeah, he's not prone anymore.
Okay. How is he? Is he like beat up?
He's the most healthy out of well, he's the only one left, but yeah, he's
Right.
doing
Okay.
good.
Okay, then I will just do some standard attacks on him. From up top on the ship, do an Eldritch Blast.
Got it.
That is a 23 to hit,
That absolutely hits.
and that is 11 damage.
All right. As you hit him with the Eldritch Blast, he was so focused on Palpius he didn't see it coming, and he's singed pretty badly where you hit him with your Eldritch Blast. Are you moving him at all?
Yeah, 10 feet. Sorry.
Okay. 10 feet, perfect.
And once I move him back, I will walk. Actually, let me make sure that I can. Yeah. Get to the front of the ship here, and from my new position, launch another Eldritch Blast in his direction.
Cool. Yeah, go for it.
25 to hit.
25 hits, yeah.
And that is 13 damage.
All right.
And just for flavoring, I'm gonna slam him into that wall behind him.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna roll. We'll take an additional 1 damage.
Cool. And yeah, once he takes damage, I kind of just sit here, and I think this is in a pretty good position. So I'm gonna stay put.
Cool. After that, it is Tybalt, followed by the Casticia and Stanzentar.
Okay. Can you guys hear me all right?
Yep.
Okay. I am.
Whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, why would I say I am?
Do I want to do? I'm just gonna call out to the crab and say, "Listen to my words and go down."
Okay.
Stole the dead again on it. Ron either.
Yeah, sorry. All right, it's a wisdom save, correct?
Yeah, 21.
It's so fucking high.
No,
all right, cool. Yeah, he fails.
Okay. That's 18 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, you can see now that the crab is starting to ooze out blood, here and there where his shell is more vulnerable, the different parts of his softer, frame of its body. But he's
Okay.
still up.
And I'll look at Castician stands and say, "It's up to you now. Just finish him."
Cool. Yeah, Castisha will say, I hear that. And she'll take an attack against the crab with advantage, getting a 19 to hit, which hits. She will get a 9 damage to the crab. She'll take a second swing with her short sword, getting a 11 to hit, which misses. After that, Stans and Tara will pull out her pistol, take a shot against the crab, getting a 23. She will do 12 damage to the crab. And then she'll take a second shot, getting a 17. That hits. And she will do an additional 8 damage. And she says, we will feast on crab legs tonight, fellas. This crab is still up, but very weak. It's coughing up blood. Not looking very good. After that, we're back up to the top with Jinx.
Okay. So. Oh, that's Poppy. Sorry, it looks really weird on my screen. So Israel over here. I'm gonna move a little bit closer and do steady aim to finish him off. Well, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. So 27 to hit.
27 absolutely hits.
Okay, so that's that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 32 damage on Mr. Guy.
Jesus Christ, yeah, he's dead. How do you kill him?
I want to throw my 2 psychic blades at the same time, and then they pierce the back of his head through, and then take out both of his eyes through the front, and then have both of the eyes come out and puncture on the floor, and then him fall over.
What's up with you and eyes? You always try to.
I am obsessed with eyes. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. He falls dead, and his eyes stay where they are.
Yay! Okay. Then I will shimmy on over here. Just to be a little closer range to, or have a line of sight to Mr. Crab, just in case. Done.
Okay. After that, it's Dave, who's going to stay put. Brand's going to stay put. Palpius, you're up.
So the crab's still alive, right?
Yeah, the crab's barely holding on, but it's alive.
All right, I'm gonna move towards him and attack. He's within my range, so. And first attack.
I mean, you can do it with advantage because he's surrounded, so.
All right. That's a 28 to hit.
28 to hit. Perfect. Yeah, that hits.
And we got a 14 damage.
Cool. How do you kill him?
I'll start by chopping off his claws, since we're going to be having that for dinner. And then I just take my blade right down his head.
Nice. Put him right through
Finish
the
him off.
carapace. Yeah, we'll even say that like you like run up and just like cut out the claws from underneath them with one swipe, like a second swipe taking out the other 6 legs, and then you like jump up into the air anime style and just split them right down the middle. As yeah, it lets out like a shrieking hiss, and is now the crab is now dead as well. All right, yeah, that's combat. We are out of combat now. You guys still have the 4 cultists over here who are stayed out of the fight and were conversing with you earlier. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna go find something to hit because I'm still in a frenzy.
Yeah, I mean they're still there.
Somebody's got to pulverize this meat on the crab. I will say that Gon will get out of combat mode, like put away any sort of weapons or anything like that that he had, and um let the group know and say, hey, we should talk to their former comrades about this.
At Stans and Castisha and say, take some time, catch a breather. If you want, you can move this crab to a safe location to take back with you later. We're gonna go figure out where your shipmates are.
Stans and Tara will say, yes, I think we've all earned a breather after that one there, but uh, we will stay with you and ensure that our men are safe before heading back. Maybe we can convince these unloyal cultists to sway to our side and make them do the grunt work. They seem to be good at that.
Perhaps. Let's go find out.
Can Jinx sneakily take like a lump of crab meat that may have been sticking out and just like eat it, but try not to like let anyone know? 'Cause she just wanted to taste it.
Sure, give me a sleight of hand check.
Ooh, okay. 12.
Cool. Yeah, everybody sees you do it.
Okay. So that happens.
What is your reaction to the crab?
It doesn't taste as good as I thought it would, but I was curious because I like to eat crab and fish.
Does Jinx do that thing that cats do when they're like, "Ugh, ugh"?
Maybe not that repulsive. It's just not the best I've had.
Or does she make the like stinky cat face? You know when like cats smell something stinky and they're like,
Maybe more like that.
okay. Yeah, as you guys are kind of recovering from the battle and just making sure that everybody's okay. Some of you guys got a little bit roughed up there. The group of cultists will kind of make their way over to you guys and they'll say, we don't really know what to do from here, but the words that you said did have a bit of an impact on us. Thank you for uh, keeping us out of not targeting us in the fray. We definitely are reconsidering our places here, and the words you said definitely resonated within us. We see that there's more to the world than this storm lord, and obviously if you were able to dispatch our comrades so easily, maybe you're not wrong in what you say.
And I'll look at him and say, thanks, Avarice, that you all are safe and weren't harmed by that exchange. And I'll reach into my pocket and take out 4 gold coins and say, these coins are a representation of what Savras has to offer. If you find yourself wanting more and seeking guidance, use this to channel your thoughts to her, and I'll extend the 4 coins to him.
They'll he'll reach the first one there. We'll reach out and take them and say, thank you, Tybalt. Thank you for sparing us today and showing mercy. I do believe that your gods have extended their mercy upon us as well. And he'll say, we're not sure how much help we can be, for you here, but if you have any further business here, I would advise you to turn around and leave, as it'll only get much dangerous from here.
And I look back and say, if only that were an option, we would. But as you know, we serve a greater purpose. We've saved you for today, but there are more that need to be saved. My two partners here were in a battle when some of their shipmates were taken as prisoners. We need to know.
Castisha will chime in there, and she'll say, last time we fought against Fairlie, several of our men were taken. Where are they keeping them? And Bran will kind of look, at the other three, and they'll say, if they are still alive, they will be with Gadriel in her altar of worship. She intends to use them as a sacrifice to Talos to further her power. I'm not sure if they are still alive, but time is of the essence if they are.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you all for the information. And I ask one more thing of you: these supplies that you've brought onto the island or onto land. Take what you can. Take the supplies that you need to get out of here. Burn the rest.
Dave will speak up and say, we appreciate your generous your generosity in allowing us to take what we will. I must warn you, most of the supplies in this room were meant as tributes for the creatures that live here in these caves that allow us to use these caves freely. All they've ever asked for is the remains of the dead that we have slain on our adventures. I advise against going anywhere near them. They are very, very powerful creatures.
What type of creatures do you speak of?
These are three very large woman-like creatures who look like wretched old women, some older than others. None of them are human, much bigger and stronger than any of us.
Do they disguise themselves, use some sort of visage to appear younger?
And one will say, I've only ever helped bring some of the remains into their lair. We usually just leave them at the water's edge, and they come out and get them on their own. And he says, from what I could tell, they are beautiful, beautiful creatures. But others have talked about rumors of their true form being vile and decrepit.
And I look over at Tybalt and the group and say, yeah, if my hunch is correct, we may have faced one of these creatures before.
And he says, that makes sense. Quite some time ago, one of them left the caves and hasn't returned. A new member has been brought into their numbers, but things haven't been the same ever since Fairlie and her daughter left the caves. They've been very agitated.
Do you know why exactly?
And they said, well, the little girl had a connection to them. They would often be found playing with the creatures. I don't know how uh, a girl so innocent and pure could have such a friendship with such vile beings, but their their nature didn't seem to bother her, as she saw them as playmates, and I think they saw her the same.
This is Five Nights at Freddy's all of a sudden.
Why?
This is the little girl playing with like the cursed beings.
Oh, I've never played it or watched the movie or anything, so I don't know.
Yeah, watch the movie; it's pretty good. Even though
Is
you
it?
haven't played the games. Yeah.
Huh. I've never taken anything Five Nights at Freddy seriously. Like I always just kind of imagined it as like a kid's game. But that's just me being fucking ignorant.
Yeah. Temple says, "Well, the one we've encountered, the hag that we've encountered, she's had the ability to appear young and pure. So that may be why the little girl isn't frightened, and they may be trying to use her. We've we've been looking for her as well. Is she not in these caves?"
Um, and they'll kind of look amongst each other and they'll say, "You're looking for the little girl. What? Why? Why would you look for her? I mean,
She is a good friend's daughter.
and they say, I see. Well, Fairlie is a force to be reckoned with, and if her daughter is the girl you seek, I would urge you to stay far, far away, as Fairlie is very powerful." And one of them will say, unfortunately, Fairlie just set off uh, on her new ship that she recently acquired, made of bones, and she took her daughter with her. They have commanded Gadriel, who is her second in command of sorts, to offer up these what's the word I'm looking for? Offer up these tributes to Talos to maintain, her powerful connection to the Storm Lord and help grow her power and strength. As it definitely sounds like they are gearing up to um, make a more bold move. Um, I'm not really sure, not really privy to what the plans are exactly, but there's been a lot of planning, a lot of deliberation amongst the leadership here. And it sounds like now that they've acquired the bard that they were looking for, they are able to utilize the ship and quell its forlorn, homesick attitude, and are now able to control the ship at their whim. I don't I don't know what they have planned, but whatever it is, it's big.
We know. We've been we've been two steps behind them this whole time. But we'll we'll find a way to stop them.
And they say, we'll leave you with this information. if the prisoners are alive, they would be with Gadriel in her chamber. She is the one who offers the sacrifices to Lord Talos. Um, her lieutenant Sylvandal is always near her side, and will fight to the death to protect her. And he is a force of nature. Between the two of them, I'm not sure how strong you all truly are, but it is quite the quest you have ahead of you.
And that was
Do you,
Gadriel that Sylvandal is with.
Correct.
do you
Gadriel and then Sylvan Dahl. I'll put it in the chat so you can.
do you know what type of fighter he is? Is he a magic user? Is he brute force?
Sylvan Dahl is a um, he is a drow mercenary, very skilled with the sword. His crew varies in mixture of melee and magic wielders. Um, being from the Underdark, they are very proficient at being sneaky, silent killings.
You said he was a skilled what?
Drow?
Drow.
Drow
Drow.
mercenary. But you said that he was skilled with swords?
Yeah.
Okay.
And being stealthy.
Drows are like a dark elf, I guess, if you would. And they'll say they are an elite group of assassins who executes the enemies at Fairlie's whim. He hasn't been acting himself as of late, but a fearsome fighter nonetheless.
Ronnie, would I by any chance have ever heard of him or his group as far as like a stealthy underground killers and thieves' cant or in word of mouth or
Sure. Give me a history check.
history? Not the best. A 14?
With the 14, you will have heard of an elite squad of drow that had kind of made waves in the like under dark and the like underside of society, they will have some sort of, yeah, some definitely they would have some recognition. And though you never knew his like name firsthand, the group that they speak of.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. And with that, they will bid you adieu, unless you guys have anything else you guys want to ask them.
I have no questions.
Okay. In that case, they will go ahead and say sayonara, and they will dip out. And leave you guys to it. But yeah, I think this is a good stopping place for today.
Okay.
You guys definitely gathered some useful information there. Do you guys want to take any notes before we sign off?
Yeah, what do we
I took all of them.
Cool.
Let's see what we got.
So the So they just leave, right? There's no like specific direction. They're just like, all right, peace.
Yeah, they just kind of like exit the way you guys came in, essentially.
Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and read everything that I got. Let me know if I missed anything. Pretty simple. Yeah, we'll see. All right. So this starts pretty much when we moved towards the cave. Found multiple pathways inside cave. The group heads towards path leading upwards and east. Find organized supplies, but nothing of interest. The group heads back and down the shoreline towards a boat with crewmen working. As the group approaches closer to the boat, Tybalt spots a creature in the water, but not close enough to see what it is. Tybalt cautions any movement in the water. The group approaches the boat with caution as well. Identified as cultists, Tybalt recommends sending Ravian for intel. The cultists are unhappy as they are unloading so many supplies as well as body parts. They do so in order to keep the peace with the higher level cultists. Gadriel is a name that pops up in conversation as an important figure. Gon communicates this all to the group and approaches the grunt level cultists. After a critical failure in persuasion, Tybalt takes the reins of the conversation. Ferali, Lord of Storm, is mentioned by Grunt Abe. Sovendal is also mentioned as an entity of power. Well, yeah, I can change that, but yeah. More grunt cultists approach the group as the work has stopped. A few are convinced of the message they are being taken advantage of, while others are not and engage the group. The creature from the water reaches the shore and is revealed as a giant crab with a skull and pirate hat for a shell. The crab engages Stanzentar. Combat concludes, and the group speaks to the persuaded grunt cultists. They tell the group they don't know what lays inside, only the supplies they bring is what they do for their job. They've heard of three beautiful creatures that reside inside, but also of rumors that their true forms are as old and decrepit. Gon recognizes these creatures, similar to the one the group encountered before, as the hag from the cave that took one of the Elmar boys prisoner. The grunts continue to tell of a captured girl that was escorted into the cave and not seen since, and caution the group of entering. The grunts believe the cult as a whole plan on using the girl and the pirate prisoners for something bigger. Sovendal is committed to Gadriel, as her lieutenant and will fight to the death for her. Sovendal, drow mercenary, skilled swords. I should put swordsman. Swordsman, stealthy from the Underdark. Sovendal is a part of many who are like him, an elite group of assassin mercenaries. The grunt cultists take their leave. That's what I got.
Cool.
Good.
I will say as a gift for you, that they did mention that Sylvandal hasn't been acting himself lately.
Okay.
Mm.
Let's see. Okay. That's in there.
Cool. Is it in the notes? The Google Doc?
I just got a notepad with the notes, but I can transfer easy.
Yeah, you just copy and paste it over.
But yeah, where am I pasting this?
Or you can even just put it on the notes channel if you want, and then we can pop it into the other one.
Okay. Yeah,
whichever's easier for you.
I have it up, so if you share it, I can copy and paste it in.
Okay. All right. Hopefully it doesn't have any like weird formatting stuff. Notes. My message is too long. You hit the 2,000 character limit. Okay.
Oh,
Let me split it up then in half.
Right here, let me just share it. It's the Google Doc is pinned to Discord.
Okay. It's the second one?
Yeah. And then the actual dock, there's like a tab for 128. Just drop it into there,
Oh,
so you don't have to scroll all the way to the bottom.
hey, where's the tab? Okay, got it. Cool. All right, no turn.
That's it.
So, Vindal, did you mean sandal?
What does everybody else have planned for the rest of your day?
Packing.
Packing?
Yeah, going
Oh,
on
you're
a
taking
business
a
trip.
business trip, right?
Yeah,
Where-
I leave for Hawaii tomorrow at 7:30.
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Have you ever been?
No.
That's cool.
Yeah, so
Are you
hopefully I
gonna
get
have
to
any?
see some things.
I was gonna say,
And
are you
then
gonna have any time to like explore it all, or?
I think so. Tomorrow and Thursday are travel days, so
Okay.
I think those are my 2 days to explore and stuff.
Yeah.
But the new naval bases are right next to Pearl Harbor, so there's like the
Exciting.
Pearl Harbor museums and all that.
That's cool. Where are you flying out of? San Diego?
San Diego, yeah, San Diego direct to Honolulu,
How
and
far? How long
then
is that flight? Like 8 hours?
like 6.5.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
Yeah, yeah. So gonna have to hopefully they allow us to like get up and move around because that's probably the longest flight I've taken because
Yeah.
it's direct, so there's no connecting flight.
Yeah. I think the longest one I've done is like 5.5 hours. So yeah, they usually let us like walk around and stuff.
Hmm. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, no, I mean it's I'm going for to like demo some of the BI dashboards that we've created. So I'm hoping that from there it results in some new work, or if they decide that they want us to do some work for them, it could be like a project. So it
Yeah.
may be like an extended period of time that we may go down and to go work.
Yeah, that's dope, dude.
Hmm. I wouldn't mind like a month or 2 month project based stay in Hawaii.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds real nice.
Yeah.
Man. All right, guys. Well, thanks for playing. We will figure out when we're playing again next, and then keep you guys posted.
Yep. All right.
Thanks, GG's.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
GG's. See you guys.